What up, everybody? It's your boy George Beatty here. I'm coming at you with another edition of the George Beatty Business Blog. I don't really have a perfect name for it yet, to be honest, but so what this is, if this is your first time seeing one of these, this is me just sort of like talking about what's going on in my life on a daily or nearly daily basis, so that you guys can get an actual look as to what my life is like in real life, and not just like, oh, look how much money there is, look how perfect my life is, all that stuff. Because, like, what happens a lot on social media, I think, and in marketing is people are just, like, putting out, what everything looks like when it's perfect and presenting a false image of how their life is. So this is me really just giving you some insight onto what I'm doing during the day, what's going on, so you guys can pull some lessons from it. And also to let you know that I'm a human being just like anybody else, and, I got problems and things that pop up and things that I'm constantly working on. So, for instance, something that I'm working on today. So I have a girl that I'm dating, and we've been dating for we've been dating for a couple months now, and it's everything's going really well. And I think she would, if she sees this, she would probably agree. So one thing that I'm not used to when I'm dating somebody, because I've been single for a while, is people get more intimately aware of your habits, what's going on with you, and like they can provide a different level of critique or constructive criticism, as far as like what your habits are, right, that you might not normally realize on your own. So for instance, like I have this pet peeve where I hate people that are flaky. I just like really can't stand it. But then on the flip side, like me, especially in the mornings, it takes me about 2 hours to get out my door, like at least an hour and a half. Like, that's like my sweet spot, is waking up and then an hour and a half-ish later, I'm walking out the door to do whatever I got to do. So, today we had a plan to like go for a walk, and I slept in, she slept in. It was mostly my decision to sleep in, right? And like the plans got kind of fucked up. I took a little bit longer than I thought I was going to get ready. I was trying to get out the door in like 30 to 45 minutes. Instead, it just kind of like didn't work out. And she mentioned like, hey, like, sometimes you have time to get away from you, and I think that's the same quality in other people that you see that you don't like. And I said, oh, me? And, I thought about it, and I think that's pretty accurate, right? So, like, just to give you an example, like, you guys might have seen me make a video about me making coffee in the morning or something like that already, but, it takes me 15 minutes to make coffee. I'm taking some deep breaths, I'm chugging some water, I'm taking some vitamins, and I'm putting the thing in the blender, I'm taking a gulp, I'm thinking about what's going on for the day, then I'm getting in the shower and I'm taking a dump and like, all that. So, if I rush myself and I skip the trampoline, I skip a couple pull-ups, I skip some really heavy breathing and some writing and attention, I'll be out the door in like 20, 30 minutes, right? But typically, I just kind of like sit around, I prepare for the day, I check my phone, I'm on Facebook, I'm in our CRM, on my email, for like an hour and 15 minutes to 2 hours before I really like am ready to leave, unless there's some thing I have to be at, right? And like since I've like had my own business, and especially in the last like few months when it really has been all mine, right? My level of urgency in terms of what needs to get done right now is different, right? So like now I'm used to people sort of bending to my timeline and being dependent on me, and like me sort of being like the hot girl at the party, right? So as a result of that, I'm treating my time and others' time differently, right? So like when I was working a 9-to-5 job, or like I've never really worked a 9-to-5 job, but like a corporate sales job. I've had corporate sales jobs in the past. You had to be somewhere at a certain time, and I was there a minute early, right? Always, right? Salesman always arrives exactly on time, not early, not late. So I'd be there like right at 3 o'clock, not 2:59, let's say, or at 2:59. So now, right, like if I don't want to be somewhere at 3, like just fucking cancel it, right? So that prima donna diva attitude of, man, my back is a little tight, probably from jujitsu. I caught a hand in the face, got a little shiner. Yeah, but like I'm treating people as I do not like to be treated, and I've sort of been thinking about that for a couple of hours this morning. That's sort of like what I'm working on, what I want to be working on. So now me and the girl are like sort of scheduling time to do certain things out. We're talking about we blocked off a day to like go to Valley Forge or like go to the museum and walk, which is like I'm really into stuff like that, and she's really into stuff like that too, so it's cool. But On the business side and the regular life side, I woke up today at like 9:30, 9:45, to be honest with you. And it was great. I really needed the rest. I was very tired yesterday. Yesterday I did a lot of upper body work and like shoulder work. I also went to an open mat at jiu-jitsu. So, you know, a lot of physical activity, and I was just kind of like ready to get like a really good night's sleep. What else did I do today? Pretty much fucking nothing so far. It's about noon. I got an appointment with somebody at 1 o'clock to talk about wholesaling, what they've got going on in their business, and maybe see if there's a way for us to work together. We've got 4 or 5 fucking smoking hot great deals. You can see them at paoffmarket.com. It's our buyers list website. I've been working on getting those sold, communicating with the team to get those sold. I talked about this on a previous video, but I sort of hit a realization or noticed that like our marketing is taken care of for a little while, right? Like usually marketing is like all I focus on. It's all I'm living, breathing the marketing, and I really like doing that stuff. But we've got some fucking smoking lists. We got some smoker fucking letters going out, smoker postcards. So like that's sort of handled. Like the orders are in, they're paid for like a little while. So I can really dial in and focus on leaning the business out or leaning our systems out. Not necessarily getting rid of people or anything like that, but just making sure that the people are working at an optimal level, they're happy, and everything's flowing and going well, right? So one of our employees is actually at the Super Bowl right now. We're getting ready for it. The Super Bowl's next week. She works with the Eagles. So we're down a person, so my assistant's kind of stepping up and handling that stuff. That's what's going on in the business today. I'll probably end up going to jiu-jitsu later on tonight, so I'll have a big chunk of time between, like, let's say 2:30 and 5 or 6 o'clock where I can sort of plan out what we want to do. A lot of my time is spent planning, it's spent thinking, it's spent listening to podcasts and getting clear, because like those points of action are very important. I'm a sharpen the axe for 2 hours and swing it for one guy, right? So I want to get clear on what I want to have happen, get clear on the systems that I want to have occur, and then take the action with pointed, concise control and accuracy in terms of like in the business. So like to give you an example of that, I'll plan out how I want to have reviews happen or what I want to talk about in the reviews, have the data present before I schedule it. Like the action is having the review and scheduling it. And sometimes it's, you know, there's a little bit of procrastination mixed in there with that. You know, let's just call it what it is. But you know, for the most part, it's I want to make sure that the actions that I'm taking are accurate, efficient, and up to par with what I want to actually happen. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today, and I hope you guys are having a fucking killer evening. I have a course coming out about wholesaling real estate. It'll be out soon. Keep your eye on georgebeatty.com. It'll be the best course out there for the best value. Once again, georgebeatty.com. Take a look at it. That's my personal website. Fucking keep it real. It's snowing out there. Welcome to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to, woo, smoke the Patriots. And here we go real quick. Look, guys, real fast. They don't call me the Ric Flair of residential real estate for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be limousine riding out there, jet flying, motherfucking alligator shoes wearing. I got a bunch of traveling I'm going to be doing halfway through February up to halfway through March. I am not looking forward to it. But you know your boy GB will be motherfucking showing out all over this great country we call America. And if you have any questions or concerns, don't call me because I don't like to pick up my phone, but feel free to send me a text message or an inquiry on my website. Keep it trill, everybody, and I hope you have a fantastic day.